There we go. Alright, I'm going to drop this a little bit. No, go away, McAfee! Fuck you! Tobacco. Would I keep on hiking up my skirt? Never wear a skirt above the knees. Yeah, I'm working, making money. I'm starting to build a name. I can feel it around the corner. I can make it any day. Mother, mother, can you hear me? I'm sober, sure I'm sane. Life is perfect, not in focus. I'm gonna get a real camera soon. Well, guess sure that I'm your perfect dear. Now just cuddle up and sleep tight. I'm hungry, I'm dirty, I'm losing my mind, everything's fine! I'm freezing, I'm starving, I'm bleeding to death, everything's fine! I miss you, I love you. I was worried about that. Style. The Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. So what's happening, everybody? There's no only one person here, it looks like, but Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Woo. Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. No match for my Wu-Tang Clan. One of my favorite videos on YouTube has to still be the Hollywood Sings Wu-Tang Clan. This is like the opening part of this. Oh, you know what I gotta do? So don't forget again. I always forget, and I'm a pain in the ass about it. And there ain't nothing to fuck with. Alright, I don't want to scream at you guys. Let's do this. Alright, put that in there for now. I still don't know why the photo of the barn from the other direction got such bad reviews. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Yeah, that's about right. Holy diver! Hasn't started yet. Come on, baby, what's good? Anybody? Nobody? Nobody. Nobody. Fine, I'll just paint by myself. I'll be interested to see when I finally do get the capture card and I can start using a good camera. I may start manipulating it a little bit, and I might see if, like how it works as far as like capturing, like say, playing on the PS4. I don't want to ever run a game here and try to run the, you know, I feel you need a separate computer to do it properly. Everybody I've seen that streams, they have two, one to run the stream, one to actually do the gaming, and that seems to work better for them. So I could only do the PS4 right now. Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Ride the tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. What I mean, how to get away? Holy diver, yeah. I'm joking around. I had my son stream one night while he's playing. Listen to hear all this crazy shit he says. Race for the moment. You can hide to the sun till you see the light. Oh, we will pray it's alright. Gotta get away. Get away. Between the velvet lights, there's a truth that's hard as steel, yeah. The vision never dies. Life's a never-ending wheel, say. Holy diver, you're the star of the masquerade. No need to look so afraid. Jump, jump, jump from the tiger. But you know he's mean, from that can never be seen, yeah. So nobody's here watching, I'ma sing like Scuttle. I listened to Mike, and since he said, you know, the sound from the fucking other mic is just terrible. I'm looking at Mike's, you know. I guess when it comes to when this is done, I'll see if I can get it. I'll replace the mic and the cord at the same time. Doesn't make me very happy to have to do it, but I can't tell whether it's the mic got a dent and that's what's keeping it from locking in, or whether it's just the cord. So I don't want to just get a cord and find out I need a new mic too, so. I mean like that mic, not like the mic that was talking to me about it. Whatever. No, no! Ride the tiger! You can see his stripes, but you know he's mean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Gotta get away. Get away. Gotta get away. Get away. Holy diver. Soul survivor. You're the one that's clean. Holy diver. All right. Holy diver. My wife was saying she saw that like Stranger Things is due back now until like sometime like spring next year. Is that what she said? I think. Like she was expecting it summer, Halloween this year, but now she's seeing it's going to be pushed back even farther. I'm like, oh, it's kind of running out of shit to watch soon. Like, not really, but sort of. This Neil Young song, this for Neil. Like you think about it, like, all right, we're 2 episodes now, I think, from finishing Luke Cage. So we're going to be wrapping that one up very shortly. Probably this weekend, if I had to guess. I mean, that's reasonable. The only potential reason why we would not would be just because we have tickets for the Phillies on Sunday. So we might try to go to bed early Saturday and skip the show. But probably not. We'll probably still watch it. So that means we'll be done that. Now we have one more season left of Hemlock Grove, which we dig. And the ending of last season definitely confused the shit out of us. I guess what I don't want to. I always want to be one of those guys that, like, you know, if I talk about it, like, 'cause I don't know if anybody watches. I mean, like, look, if it's something that's been out for, 10 years and I'm talking about it, whatever. Spoilers are your fault at that point, but I don't know if anybody would be interested in watching Hemlock Grove after it, but yeah, like, we really dug that show so far. It's just the last season ended in a way where it was like, well, why didn't they just, I guess I'm not, like, it's like there's a lot of previews during the year about, like, snakes. You see lots of snakes. And at the end, something comes. I won't say what, but it's not a flying snake, like what's it called? Like the Aztec demon thing. It's a flying snake. Like, why wasn't it that? That would have made sense. It was something else, and I'm not going to say it because I don't want to. I'm not going to say what it was there for, why it was coming, any of that stuff, but I don't know. Just seemed to me like it would have been logical to have. What do I know? That's why they pay executives big bucks, right? To make choices to make you go, what? Why would you do that? And then it's worth noting, I wrote a plan out on exactly how to take care of all this and what order it should be done in, and I'm already throwing that plan out the window. It's like Leonard Snark says in Flash, come up with a plan, execute the plan, throw the plan out. When things go sideways or whatever, I forget how I put it, you know. Stuff goes wrong, throw out the plan. Improvise, Barry. I'm glad they like found ways to keep bringing Wentworth Miller back on that show, because he's been too good as Captain Cold. I mean, they got rid of, you know, I guess Captain Cold and from Flash. That's all I'll say. God, it's like 2 seasons ago. Whatever. All right, now I'll be good. Yeah. Is he on another show? Who knows? I won't say, but... But if you are a CW DC fan, I have to ask this question. It's a very important question, which I can't seem to find an answer for yet, which is why the fuck is there no Bebo doll at this point yet? Like, for real. Like, what the fuck are they thinking? They really need to make one. Nah, that's not the right color for that. This will be the right color for that, I think. Yeah, it's the right color. Better choice. Much better choice. That's the better choice right there. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be proud of it. Not at this conjuncture. A lot of you young kids wondering what this impression is. It's an impression, Dana Carvey's impression of George Bush. You're like, who the fuck are they? Still no somebody talking. I think I should get the hey everybody, good about to whatever the hell it is, you know. Don't ever ask me to try to do what Pierre says there. Did you hear that the world is ending? Right here, right where we stand. At least no one's pretending that like that would even be bad. Uh-oh, made it through the winter. Uh-oh, summer too warm. They wouldn't live anywhere else, but don't say you weren't warned. Ooh, beautiful Seattle. Falling to the sea. Earthquake, tsunami. There's still no place I'd rather be. Earthquake, tsunami. There's still no place I'd rather be. Did you hear the world is ending? Right dials and it's right. Uh-oh, back to the corner. I'm back by shampoo. The substitute. Ooh, beautiful Seattle. To the sea. Earthquake, tsunami. There's still no place I'd rather be. Earthquake, tsunami. There's still no place I'd rather be. Did you hear that the world is ending? Right, we already know. At least we wanna be when the fault line goes. Uh-oh, made it through the winter. Uh-oh, summer too warm. if anywhere else, but don't say you weren't warned. Ooh, beautiful Seattle, fall into the sea. Earthquake, tsunami, there's still no place I'd rather be. Shapeshifters, programming, there's still no place I'd rather be. Yeah, it's a nice little subtlety right there. This doesn't work on here, does it? I have to be on the thing, don't I? No, it doesn't work there either. Fuck. Damn it. Well, hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're back and swell, Dolly. You can tell, Dolly. You're still growing. You're still crowing. You're still going strong. You can feel the room swaying. As the band's playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. Take her rap, fellas, find her an empty lap, fellas. Dolly'll never go away, Dolly'll never go away. Hello, Sax. This is Francis. Louis, it's so nice to see you back where you belong. You're back on top. Oh, Louis, never stop. Louis, you're still singing, you're still swinging, you're still growing strong. You hit the room swaying when you started playing one of your old songs. Or songs from way back when. Blow your horn, Louis. Sing up a great big storm, Louis. Promise you won't go away. Promise you won't go away. Promise you won't go away again. Whoa, yeah. So I'll hold you guys hostage to my singing, like I told you. Start talking or I keep singing. Of course, I have so much like classical and shit on here that there's gonna be lots of stretches where I wouldn't sing. I do believe this would be one of them. Certainly sounds like it. Yeah, good-o. Now the plan I had laid out for myself was carve out these a little better, just get them, you know, so that they shouldn't be distracting from being too detailed, nor should they be distracting from being too not detailed. If that makes any sense. You know, you want to think about, again, what do I want the viewers to be focused on? ideally, it's the house, barn, in their environment. And this stuff is just part of it, you know? I wanted them to, you know. Oh, I need that little box done too, right? There's a little box down there. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little box down there, but we're going to start with this first, actually, on it. A little olive green. Oh, green. Why would you make olive green down there, Brian? Are you crazy? Again, that's neither here nor there when it comes to this decision. Though I do need more yellow ochre. Getting low on this one. I got another tube. You guys like that nasal pop there from that mic? Just coming down the mic. That was nice, right? Alright, now we gotta throw that in. We gotta put a lot in there to get that mixed in there. Get that started. And then back into that. Still wet. Oh, I was expecting that. I was not expecting my Viridian to have any moisture left in it. That's very good. That helps me out a lot. So I don't get some of these, like my blues all dry up really fast now, and I don't know why. Even newer ones. Like, it's one thing if they're older and you go, okay, well, they're drying up because they're just not, you know, they've been, like, some of them 5 years old, for God's sakes, you know, there's colors I don't use a lot or something. But, or that I would buy, like, excess of, and then just have the tube sitting there for a long time. That I would understand, but it's like, I know this is one that got a little disjointed because I put that, that's why, so this needs to come up a little bit more into the orange actually. It's a little screwed up there because it's like, it had had a little bit of a run-in with the, let me just take some of that, whatever's wet. There we go. Where the telephone pole was, so when I erased it, I kind of didn't really put it back where it should have been. So now we're fixing that error. That's what I need right there. Alright. Now there's a fence like kind of thing here. I think it might be a step, well, you know, steps or whatever, handrail. But I can't put that in right now, only because there's still a lot of moisture in that titanium white there. So it's the titanium white part's thin enough that I can go back to it later and not have it cause too many issues. Yeah. Let me get my book here. I want to make sure what my plans are. See what I got, what I don't have. Wow, that one's really out of focus. Jesus, I just realized that. Let me get back to my reference errors. Come on, out. Get back to my studio one. Let's look at the live feed. A little better. I don't know what that is. Alright, we're going to try to, again, hopefully tighten that up. Hopefully that'll be over soon. I promise, guys. Another week or so. That looks a little better. That looks a little better. I think it looks a little better. Yeah, it's a lot worse, and I don't know. It's a little better. We'll squeeze it in closer too. Let's try to get you in a little closer so you see some colors. Now I'll have to readjust it again, I'm sure. Yeah. Just don't fall off like you did the one time. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's as good as it's going to get, let's put it that way. Let's go back to studio mode. Cool. Alright, now let me get my notebook here. Hopefully I can reach from here. Alright. Yeah, did the trailer. Okay. Turned out the truck's a little better. A little bit. Alright. Planter box from the white pickup and the orange pickup there. Right, okay. So, trees behind the house and main tree. So we started popping in the main tree a little bit. I guess we'll just stick with that for now. Makes sense, right? I mean, we're already kind of over here. And listen, it keeps my fat ass sitting on the chair, and I like that. I should get back to the gym at some point. It's just a matter of trying to figure it out. Because right now it's like, gym time is painting streaming time. That's all it's the only time I have. So it's like, you know, I can't do early in the morning like that. I used to try to do that, and I was not what you would refer to as a nice person in those days. Back when I was working for Quest Diagnostic, my wife and I lived in a townhouse, you know, like a rental townhouse community or whatever that, you know, like they had like a thing, you know, a little gym in there and whatever you can join. And I'd go in and try to run a mile. in the morning, and it's like, so I'd run in there at like 5 a.m. Yeah, I'd get up and I'd start running. And of course, there was another guy who was in there who was like actually in shape, and so he was next to me running like 10 miles an hour, and he's up to like 20 miles or something stupid. Like, not that much, but you know what I mean. Like, he's just running forever, it seems. And there I am, like, huffing and puffing at, like, you know, half a mile, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But if I ran at night or whatever, I was always doing much better. So it's like, even though I was getting the time in, like, I'm a person that is definitely more oriented to the night. Like, given my druthers, if you know, if you literally took out any and all real responsibilities per se, like, that is, you know, the need to get up and go to work, or like, you know, if we're like, even when we're on vacation, you know, okay, I gotta go do these things, you know, and even that, I still will sleep in pretty late to make sure that, you know, and I stay up late. Then it's like just instantaneous, like, okay, I'm up now. Yeah. But there's not really any jobs I've ever found that I could work that pay decently and would have me like working the weird hours I would prefer. Because it's not like it's a straight night out thing. Like, I could not work, you know, like 11 to 7 in the morning or something like that. That wouldn't work for me, you know. I can't fall asleep easily when it's daylight out. So that's like where I get into even weirder stuff. So it's like, ideally for me, it would be like coming home at like, you know, to go to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning, you know, sleep till like, you know, 10, 11. I mean, I could wait tables, that's an easy one, or whatever, or bartend, but I'm not exactly what you refer to as bouncer material. My goodness, you see, I'm somewhere in between. My life is falling to pieces. Somebody put me together. Laying face down on the ground, fingers in my ear to block the sound. My eyes shutting tight to avoid the sight, anticipating the end, losing the will to fight. Droplets of yes and no, and an ocean of maybes. At the bottom, it looks like a steep incline from the top of the downhill slope of mine, but I know the equilibrium's there. Indecision clouds my vision. No one listens, because I'm somewhere in between my love and my agony. You see, I'm somewhere in between. My life is falling to pieces. Somebody put me together. Back and forth I sway with the wind. Resolution slips away again. Right through my fingers, back into my heart. Runs out of reach and it's in the dark. Sometimes I think I'm blind, but I may be just paralyzed. I guess it's as good a platform as any to say congratulations, by the way, to my daughter's boyfriend who passed his Empodic, I think it's how it's pronounced. Test his police test. He can pass his police test, so he can become a cop now. Life is falling to pieces. I love in my eye. And that means, I believe there was, I can't remember exactly which department it was, but they were talking about, they were holding it for him till he would pass, you know, because they did want him. But he had to pass that test, so I guess now he can get that job. I think it was part-time, and I don't think it was like a full-time gig. So, that's pretty good, though. It's like perfect time to there. We're about to move in together, you know. He gets a job. I don't have to worry as much, you know. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. I kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights just thinking how you done me wrong, and I grew strong. I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that fat look upon your face. I should have changed my fucking lock. I would have made you leave your key if I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go. Walk out the door, just turn around. Now you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with desire? Did you think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, not I. I will survive, yeah, as long as I know how to love. I know I'll be alive. I got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Here, yeah. It took all the strength I had just not to fall apart. I'm trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent oh so many nights just thinking sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high and you see me with somebody new. I'm not that stupid little person still in love with you. And so you thought you'd just drop by and you expect me to be free. But now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Oh, now go walk out the door. Just turn around, now you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with desire? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, not I. I will survive, yeah, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive. I've got all my life to live, I've got all my love to give. I will survive, I will survive, yeah, yeah. Na na na, na 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 na, na 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 na. Bow, bow, bow. One, two. Lurky durky. Did I actually post the one thing? I should check that. Yeah, okay, I did post it, okay. Just double checking. I want to make sure it's a little thinner here near the chimney top, only because, like I said, I know there's like the little exhaust plates or whatever. I mean, they're legit chimney parts at this point, but for this house. So, but I don't want to go too hard into them, just because it's going to be something that, you know, I'm going to have to cover up. So it's easier if it's a little thinner. But I want it. I would rather be painting over it than leaving it blank and potentially like white spots that just aren't going to fit in somewhere, you know what I mean? And maybe it's age that makes it better looking. I mean, I can't picture it. And, like, it's funny because Vincent left a lot when, like, there were a lot of times where he would just leave bits of canvas showing. And I've just never felt that comfortable doing it. Every now and then I will, but, like, in here there's a few spots where it's like a little dab of it showing. Okay, whatever, because it kind of works like maybe one of these dashes, you know, sort of little spots of white, you know, in the clouds. So it'll work okay. But for me, it's just... But he also used different... Like, he didn't use, you know, cotton duck canvas. He was using linen and, you know... It has a darker tone to begin with. I'm a little more prone to do it now that I use clear gesso rather than the pure white gessos I used to use. I think that helps a lot. I probably should tint it, and that would even make it even better, but... Yeah, something to give it like a nice sienna color. You know, this is where it just makes some happy little trees. Left my mom. Apparently, she checked in at one time when I wasn't streaming, but I was hosting Bob Ross, and she was like, "Yeah, who's that guy Bob Ross that you host?" It's like, I think I heard of him before. I was like, "Hey, you think you heard of him before?" She's like, "Yeah, I don't know where I know him from." I'm like, "Jesus Christ, Mom! I used to watch his show all the time." I used to watch it, waiting for him to snap. I always wanted to be there when he turned, you know, there's a bear eating the whole fucking family. You know, like, just one day. I kept hoping it would happen. Never did, god damn it. As I recall, this is just nothing but noise track, because I gotta take this off my damn music list, yeah. No, Night Day. There we go, little Stevie. Little Stevie Wonder. Very superstitious writings on the wall. Very superstitious ladders about to fall. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, good things in the past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, and then you suffer, superstition ain't the way. Hey, hey. Very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of the problem. Do all that you can. Keep me in beam. Keep me in the daydream, that's right. Keep me going strong. We don't want no saving. Sad is my song. When you believe in things that you don't understand, and then you suffer, superstition ain't the way. Hey, hey. Bam, bam. Yeah, I realized it did it's without doing any like branches. I'm like, oh shit. Very superstitious. Nothing more to say. Very superstitious. Devil's on his way. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, and then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Hey, hey. No, no, no. Now, it wasn't this song, but it was another Stevie Wonder song. That's why I'm bringing this up. Years and years ago, me and all my buddies, we went and got like a really cheap, like, big room down in Wildwood, so we could get drunk, party that weekend, whatever, you know, on a weekend. And I mean, we squeezed like probably like what, like 12 people in a small little, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a small room, it was a pretty big room, but, you know. But it was like something that cost like $10 for each of us to stay there. Like, it was crazy how cheap it was, right? It was like practically like a fucking like halfway house, but, so we get the house, right? Okay, you know, like the place, whatever. And at one point, in our sobering point, I guess, Mike, who I talk with regularly in here, he's been a long time friend of mine. He used to be in my band, you know. Mike was playing one of those, like, you know, precursors, I guess, to Rock Band. You know, it was like a drum machine, like, you know, in at the arcade or whatever. And he was doing Higher Ground, the cover version that the Chili Peppers did, because that was the one that was on there. Now, he's in there, so he didn't hear this scene. I don't know if I don't remember if I even told him about it. But a guy asked me, you know, who is that? You know, whose song is that? And I was like, well, I said, it's, you know, Red Hot Chili Peppers version. And he's like, I thought Stevie Wonder wrote it. And I was like, he did, but that's the Red Hot Chili Peppers version of it. Like, you asked who that was, not who wrote it. And I don't know. On time to the show, there's only one place that you really ought to know. So get to town with all that drive. I suggest that you drive on I-95. Look downtown, but feeling the fix. Get on that road they call 676, the most expansive that we ever did. But get along, 76ers, Boss Barkley, this Larry Bird. Get along, 76ers, Charles Barkley, this Larry Bird. This is I-76. I'll get downtown real quick. Well, the only way to go is I-76. Unless, of course, I want to take that scenic view, then the East and West River drive a ride for you. But if you ain't got any time to lose, put the pedal to the metal with that boyish grooves. Get on down to I-70, because in 1996, there ain't no trick in the mix. I-76. It's very close to the actual, you know, living entity of hell on earth. If you've never driven it. It's like a 2-lane highway, no shoulder, through a good portion of it, where everybody wants to ride everyone's ass. What was really fun one night was, let's see, Davin, Jason, and me. I don't think anybody else was with us. I don't think Mike was with us. We decided to go to the Grape Street Pub, which is in Maniac around here. I think it's gone now. I don't think it's there anymore. I think it might be well, it may be like still called Grape Street, but it's not on Grape Street anymore. I don't know. Got confusing after a while because it became so popular. It used to be kind of like a cool, like, you know, not super popular bar. I don't know. So like somewhere you could kind of go, and they had like a nice, yeah, kind of retro nights and stuff. I don't know. It used to be a pretty cool place, but I got old. That's what happened. I know what happened. I got old. But anyway. So one night we're driving down to it, you know, and it's a rather cold night, and I had this piece of shit Dodge Shadow that my sister sold me because my Toyota Corolla that I loved so much died on me. And nice cold night. Now the Dodge Shadow is 2-door, right? So we're driving. Jason's in the back, and Jason asked me for a cigarette. I gave it to him. Right. And I said, just be careful, man, because, you got to ash out my window. Okay. So Jay's sitting there, he's talking, he's cooking, and he flicks a cigarette, and he thought he got it out of the car. And, I mean, you can see where the story's going already. I'm sitting there. I'm driving. Now, I had on a, like a corduroy coat with a, like, fleece underneath of it, right? So, and I guess it was good I had so many layers on. Because I'm driving and I'm going, damn, I'm getting hot. Well, first we're driving and we're like, man, what smells like blueberries? Damn, I could go for some blueberry muffins right now. Like, everybody's like talking like that. Like, I don't like blueberry muffins, but whatever. Everybody's just like, Jason and everybody, Jason and Davin, 2 people. They're like, yeah, man, I could go for some blueberry muffins. Well, we got to stop at Denny's later on tonight to get some blueberry muffins. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. So we're talking, and I'm like sitting there driving still. I'm going, it's getting hot in here. Like, Jesus Christ, what's going on with my car? All right. I'm like, and they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm feeling really fucking warm right now. And Davin looks over. That's because you're on fucking fire. And he goes, and he starts throwing, like, he had like a Lipton iced tea. I think Jason had something. Like, they're just throwing any liquid they can on my back as I'm driving because there's nowhere to pull over. There's no way for me to pull over and just, like, stop, drop, and roll or any of that bullshit. It's nothing there. I'm doing 65 miles an hour, and there is no stopping it because if, there's somebody right behind me, there's somebody right next to me. This is the way this road always is. And I'm just like, oh, shit, man. I am on fire on 76. So I can't listen to that song by G Love and not think about the night that I was set on fire on 76. And if I don't think about that night, what I end up thinking about is when I worked at Sears, I would drive 76, all the time in and out of work from, usually out on the way home at night when I was done. And one lovely Christmas season night, I'm leaving work at, God, I guess it was about 11:30. It wasn't quite Christmas yet, but it was definitely, we're doing extended hours. And so I'm like, all right, it's 11:30 at night, right? Like, the mall's been closed for like an hour. I should be able to... And as soon as I turn on 76, it's dead stopped. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like a work truck, I guess they do tar or whatever, just sort of stopped dead and dumped half its load right up. I was like, oh, cool. There was no construction there. It just sort of stopped and dropped the load. I'm like, that's nice. That was lovely. And of course, by the time I see it, everybody's around me, so I can't get over. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Gotta empty out this trash can tonight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The good thing is I think my eye shit's over. Like, I was working today, it was bothering me real early this morning. And I'm like, fuck, man. I mean, it was really bothering me, too. I was like, God damn it. I'm like, I gotta stream tonight again, and I don't want to do this with my fucking eye bugging out. I don't want to have to put my glasses on for you people, because they're not nice. They're ugly. They're, like, probably 20 years old at this point. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, son of a bitch. And then it's like, oh, no, they're gone. So it started like about, I guess it was about 12:30 I realized it wasn't bothering me much anymore. And then by like 2 I was like, oh, it's not really at all. So, that's good. So immediately I said to my wife, I said, I plan on sleeping in on Saturday, just so you know. They're calling basically for 10 pounds of ass weather here. So it's like, I mean, they're really saying, like, pretty much expect nothing but rain on Saturday. You know. Which will make the alumni weekend at the Phillies very interesting for the Phillies employees. I feel bad for you guys. Many of them are here watching. I'm so sorry. You can yell at me on Sunday. Tell me all about it. Tell me all about your problems. I'll be listening for you. I wonder if I switch this brush if it'll feel better. Maybe something like this. Something unique. This brush is kind of weird. This one was given to me by my cousin. Again, he'd taken a painting class. Yeah, just to take a painting class. And oh yeah, it's much better. I like that better. It's all sorts of frayed and busted up, but yeah, every now and then I find something good for it. That's why I'm like a pain in the, like I really don't like tossing brushes. Like I very rarely do. Even when they're old and frayed, it's like I always seem to find something at some point. It's my hoarding, you know, like absolute worst element of yeah, that I would hoard about. I'm pretty bad about it normally. I'm a collector, you know, like. No, I can't throw out these comics. You never know if NFL All-Star Pro 1 or Super Pro, that's what it was, right? Super Pro. Yes, I fucking had that book. God, how fucking terrible. I had one book that, I'll be honest, I still get pissed that this character never took off. I actually thought he was cool as shit. Like, was he handled well? No. But I feel like he could have done something with him. I feel like he really deserved another shot, some way, somehow, which was and like a legit shot. I think they tried to do one more with him and then they just sort of dropped him, which was Sleepwalker. And maybe he's popped up somewhere else. And again, I haven't collected it in a few years now, but I really liked him. I don't know why. I thought his design was cool. I thought it was like kind of neat to be like crazy out there, kind of, you know. Oh, in case anybody's wondering, yes, I am going to actually go back again with the green light too, permanent green light. Probably a little turquoise blue too, just to sucker to the roof off the sucker, to the roof off, we're going to the roof off the mother sucker, to the roof off the sucker, to the roof off, we're going to the roof off the mother sucker, to the roof off the sucker, to the roof off, we're going to the roof off. You got a real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going round. You got a real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going round. We want the funk. Give up the funk. We need the funk. Gotta have that funk. We want the funk. Give up the funk. We need the funk. Gotta have that funk. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Ah. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Ah. You got a real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going round. You got a real type of thing going down, getting down. Whole lot of rhythm going round. We want the funk. Give up the funk. Oh, we need the funk. Gotta have that funk. Oh, we want the funk. Give up the funk. Oh, we need the funk. Gotta have that funk. Na 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 na. Ah. Na 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 na. Ah. We're gonna turn this mother out. We're gonna turn this mother out. You got a real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going round. This might be too thick. Might have already died. And now it's too thin, I think. We'll see. Got a real type of thing going down, getting down. Yeah, I think it's going to be at that point where I'm going to have to kind of scrap that like this whole area here, because I don't think it's going to give me what I want. Well, that's starting to work pretty nice right there. Hold on, let's see. We want the funk. Want the funk. How we need the funk. We'll turn it further out. We want the funk. Give up the funk. How we need the funk. Give up that funk. How we want the funk. Give up the funk. How we need the funk. Gotta have that funk. How we want the funk. Give up the funk. How we need the funk. Gotta have that funk. We want the funk. Give up the funk. How we need the funk. Gotta have that funk. Turn this mother out. We're gonna turn this mother out. We're gonna turn this mother out. We're gonna turn this mother out. We want the funk. Give up the funk. Oh, we want the funk. Gotta have that funk. Oh, we want the funk. Give up the funk. Oh, we need the funk. Have that funk. We want the funk. Give up the funk. Oh, we need the funk. Gotta have that funk. Give up the funk. Now get in there, stupid. Na na na. Ah. The real type of thing going down, getting down. Got a real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going round. You got a real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going round. Thursday's just a bad night to stream. I don't know. I never get anybody on Thursdays, I don't think. Got a good number of people that one Friday night I streamed. Friday's such a hard night for me to get out here. There's so much to do with the family, like, and Sophia gets pissy because she sees me as being out here the whole time, and so she thinks it's you're ignoring the family. If you're a good painter, your hands don't look like that. They used to crack me up, like, again, when I was in school. Because, again, there were people that would, like, there were people I knew that were in my painting class that would literally paint with, like, rubber gloves on because they didn't want to get any paints on them. And I'm like, why? Like, shit, I haven't done it yet. Not since I've been streaming on here, but, I mean, like, I'll take my fingers, rub it straight on the canvas to get it off or whatever if there's something I didn't like. It's like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's poisonous shit, and, you know, okay, yeah, it'll kill me eventually one day. Whatever. I mean, I know it sounds crazy and cavalier or whatever, you know, but my idea is basically like, look, if I'm not willing to die for this, then why am I doing it? You know, it's like, I mentioned it on here before. I'll mention it again because I really do love that sentiment. And I don't think it's spoiling anything. I can avoid without spoiling. I can avoid spoiling, I should say, when I say this. But at the end of Westworld Season 1, Anthony Hopkins' character, don't ask me to remember the name. Ford? I think it's Ford, right? Yeah, it's Ford. He's giving a speech and he talks about how he says, what did he say? Mozart, Beethoven, and Chopin never died. They simply became music. And as soon as he said it, like, you know, as soon as we went to bed that night, I said to my wife, I said, I really like that sentiment. I said, I hope you guys remember that. I said, she's like, looks at me like, what? I'm like, look, the likelihood of me dying before my wife is like extremely high. I'm over anxious, you know, I'm going to end up giving myself a heart attack, like, you know, if the depression doesn't get me first. Like, it's just the way it is. You know? I mean, we go statistically, males are more common, you know, because, again, whenever we're stupid and get, you know, anxious over stupid shit or something, I don't know, whatever it is, there's a factor, you know, factor in, you know, bad eating habits, bad sleeping habits. It's like, it's almost a given. So unless like a miracle change occurs, at which point I'd say, you know, I really want to go before anyway. But anyway, that's just me. I don't know what to do without her. So, but I said, just remember, so the purpose of all of this is that, you know, I don't have a belief in an afterlife. I don't have the idea that we continue on past this in any way, shape, or form other than this. So whether or not I ever am seen by the world or just by my grandchildren, you know, and when I say that, I mean my paintings, it's through them that I continue on. Through them, the writings I have regarding them and my life and everything, like, you know, I guess they'll have these technically in the YouTube archives or whatever. So whatever they have, know how to access them by that point. Who knows? Who knows what the hell will replace YouTube or whatever. I'm the entertainer, and I know just where I stand. Another serenader, and another long-haired band. Today I am your champion. I may have won your hearts, but I know the game and you forget my name, and I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the charts. Ooh. I'm the entertainer, and I've been to pay my price. Things I did not know at first, I learned by doing twice. Till they come to haunt me, still they want their say. So I've learned to dance with my hand in my pants, and I rub my neck and I ride on my check, and they go their merry way. Whoa. I am the entertainer, been around the world. I've played all kinds of palaces, I've laid all kinds of girls. Can't remember faces, I don't remember names. Ah, but what the hell, you know it's just as well, 'cause after a while and 1,000 miles, it all becomes the same. I am the entertainer, I give you my song. I'd like to stand a day or two, but I can't stay that long. I got to meet expenses, got to stay in line, gotta get those fees to the agencies. Love to stay, but there's bills to pay, and I just don't have the time. I am the entertainer, I've come to pay my show. You heard my latest record, it's been on the radio. It took me years to write it, they were the best years of my life. It was a beautiful song, but it ran too long. If you gotta have a hit, you gotta make it fit, so they cut it down to 305. I'm the entertainer, the idol of my age. I like all kinds of money when I go on the stage. I see me in the papers, been in the magazines. But if I grow cold, I won't get sold. I'll be put in the back with a discount rack like another can of beans. I am the entertainer, I know just where I stand. Another serenader and another long-haired band. Today I am your champion, I may have won your hearts, but I know the game and you forget my name, and I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the chart. God, I wish I had a better camera. Again, capture cards this close, guys. It's gonna be soon. I have time to ask Lua to do it. Like, I'll take the money off of this. Damn it! Like, you can't see anything I just did in there. Like, there's a lot of cool shit happening in there. Oh, fuck. It's 2:45. No one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story I think you should know. They're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. I'm just looking at it the way like you guys would look at it if you were full, screened or whatever. And again, that's as best as it gets, unfortunately. Like, you can't see. All right, so we've got a base of Viridian, went over top with permanent green, medium, I believe. Yeah, medium. Permanent green, medium. Follow with yellowish green, which ended up being too much, so I wanted to pull it back a little bit. So I added in some oxide of chrome, olive green. A few more things of Viridian and turquoise blue. And I threw in a couple extra dashes of yellow ochre there to just give it a couple flares where it might be like, leaves are getting a little old. And you got none of it. Doesn't even show up at all. Fuck. I mean, even if I try it, let me see. That's worse. Yeah, but I know this. It's not going to get anywhere near as good. Yeah, it won't get anywhere near it. Fuck. for my baby. One more for the road. Actually, you know what? I do want to go in. I think I need to get a little more Viridian on there. Just a couple spots to make it like have like a couple spots where it's like dropping down, you know, like. I'm gloomy. Won't you listen to me? Till it's talked away. That's how it goes. Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. Thanks for the cheers. I hope you don't mind my bending your ear. This torch that I've found, it's gotta be drowned, or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. The road. So long. Hey, damn, that looks pretty good. I like that. There's just one thing, like right here. I want to make it like perfect. Yeah, that's what I wanted right there. She grew up in an Indiana town, had a good-looking mama, never was around, but she grew up tall and she grew up right, and them Indiana boys on the Indiana nights. She never knew that there was anything more than Paul. What kind of bother does your company take me for? Black bandana, sweet Louisiana, robbing on a bank in the state of Indiana. Too early for that. Just realized it. Wrong button. Wrong color. When you say, baby, what you gonna? Looking down the barrel of a hot metal 45. Just another way to survive. Oh, was Brian making a commentary about how this is actually Last Dance with Mary Jane by Tom Petty? Oh, did I do that? Oh. Priest, yeah, yeah. Sitting on a baby in the summer, should have seen it coming when I got a little brighter. With a name like Danny, California, day was gonna come when I was gonna mourn ya. A little loner she was feeling about. I with my baby again. California, rest in peace. As I said earlier, I told my wife I want to sleep in, but I will be honest that something will be done on Saturday. Hopefully, I can get in and do a little more on my website. Put up some more paintings. There was stuff I didn't want to put up because it was still technically on display at the Chester County Art Association. like last time I did the updates. So I was like, I don't want to put it up and then potentially have it sell there, and then I'm like, I'm an asshole because somebody was going to want to, maybe someone will want to buy it, and then I wouldn't have it, like I had to be like, sorry. I did that with one League of Story Super Gentlemen pages, because I forgot I had given it to Pierre. And I was like, oh, yeah, sorry, I put it up for sale and I don't have it. I think it was Pierre. Gave it to somebody on the show, like an MMR. I think it was Pierre. I'd have to. If I can make everything look like that, I got to be honest. I'm already happy with the way the barn came out. I might have to just at least ask Lou to make sure I still get rights to make prints of it. I haven't done that with any of the other commissions I did. So like Mike's dog Wilma and Trish, or Trixie. I was like, I'm like, nah, it's not right to try to, even though they were good paintings. God, all you really needed to save a dying world from this helpless hell. So I was say it was so pure. Oh, but like a stick of lightning it came, filling my brain with pain. This ain't a word I once heard. Bring up the funk, you punk. Now this definitely got to be the downside for you guys. Excuse me. As bad as the other microphone was, at least you guys didn't have to like listen to me directly drinking. Or when I get the cough because I drink it too fast and it goes in the wrong pipe. I totally fit in the Unbreakable universe or whatever. You got all that is really needed to save a dying world from this funkless hell. Mind. You've been falling wide, but like a stick of lightning it came, filling my brain with pain. This ain't a word that once I heard. Give up the funk, you punk. Unfunky without a foe. And from the sun, you got the groove that you once saw. And back in high school, after Mike had joined the band, we came up with a song called 1981. And it was supposed to be like a funk song, and and basically the whole thing was just something stupid, whatever the lyrics were. And then it's 1981. Oh yeah. And so like when I came up with the lyrics, they were almost expected to be placeholders, because I was just like, I was still very grunge at that time, but I was definitely starting to expand out into much more funky music at the time. And So I just like there was a lot of stuff that was just like found the funk and this funk and it was just like throwing the word funk in there a lot, and I was like, it's like that's I mean, it seems cheesy to just use it all the time. Like is it really funky, you know? Real funky bands do that, and then it was like, yeah, they do. Like shit, like Parliament like says it like 1,000 times in every single goddamn song. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, I mean, like I heard "Give Up the Funk," but like I don't know, I hadn't heard a lot beyond that. So, when you think about like you know, we love you, Dr. Funkenstein. Your funk is the best. Like from the sun, you got the groove, and if you want some. At that time, we'll go funk and make it mine. You could feel so much better if you would show me how to funk like you do. Yes. 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 They offer me is hunger. Yes. Yes now. Right. You offer your throat to the wolf with a red rose. Yes. I bet you say that to all the boys. It was a hot summer night on the night burning. It was out. Whatever that. I don't want to optimize my PC. God damn it! Don't you tell me what to do. Ugh. Licking your lips and your lipstick's shining. I was dying just to give for a taste. Lying together when you feel the line. So it's big, but no matter what I do, I just can't seem to make any sound. And then you took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, it must have been while you were kissing me. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, I swear it's true. I was just about to say I love you. Now, this is before or after she forced him to say that she loved him so that they could bang on Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. I'm confused to the timeline. Damn it, Barry. The words right out of my mouth. Oh, it must have been while you were kissing me. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, and I swear it's true. I was just about to say I love you. Blop. You guys could have seen that glob. So that's the stuff when I was in school sometimes, like my buddy Davin would come into the studio. Yeah, usually before lunch. And he'd see me working or whatever, and I'd be like, hey, and you see this big glob on my brush, and you go, what the like, how do you, no. Because I'll put it there, and it's like, I'll start bringing it over here, and I start like, okay, let's try it over here. And the words right out of my mouth. It's like, you make me sick. You make me sick when you paint. You took the words right out of my mouth. Now, you figure I'd be smart enough to realize that I already did this once. It doesn't work that way. I need a little brush. The words right out of my mouth. Oh, that's must have been while you were kissing me. Okay. Must have been while you kissed me, okay. Fill me in on your new vision, wake me up with indecision, help me trust your mighty wisdom. Yes, I echo, I am not proud. Show me how you question, lead the way to my gestation. Take my hand and keep it clean. Yes, I echo, I am not proud. It's a chair. Poop is hard as rock. Well, I like you anyway. Seal him in a box. Burn you. Burn you. Fill me in on your new vision, wake me up with indecision, help me trust your mighty wisdom. Yes, I echo, I am not proud. Show me how you question, lead the way to my gestation. Take my hand and keep it clean. Yes, I echo, I am not proud. It's a chair. Poop is hard as rock. Well, I like you anyway. Seal him in a box. Burn you. Burn you. Burn you. No, I gotta say, at least I sort of stuck to the plan so far tonight. I mean, my goals were to just start to that. Like, I wanted to get that done, get up here, you know? And I had plans about what I was doing down there. I mean, most of what it was. Hey, hey. Running down the avenue, feel how the sun shines brightly. When the city once was pretty, Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Skies, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Yeah, he ain't showing up anytime soon, that's for damn sure. Not here. I guess Sunday. He's been hiding from this area a lot, that's for damn sure though. Hey you with the pretty face, welcome to the human race. It's suspicious, the blue sky's up there waiting, and today is the day we waited for. Oh. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, hey, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, say what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey, hey, Mr. Blue Sky, we're so pleased. Everybody smiles at you. Mr. Blue Skies, Mr. Blue Skies, Mr. Blue Skies. Mr. Blue is really right, but soon comes Mr. Night, creeping over, now his hand is on your shoulder. Never mind, I remember you this, I remember you this way. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, hey, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, say what you do. Everybody smiles at you. La, 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 la. I don't mind embarrassing myself. I told you, nobody talks, I'm going to sing. Ah, la, 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 la. Hold you guys hostage with my terrible vocals. I gotta say, like again, I said the other night, regardless of your feelings of the whole thing that happened with James Gunn and whatever, you have to admit that everyone right now is very concerned about the Guardians 3 soundtrack and whether it'll be as good. Because he picked all that shit. You know, like, there were a couple of songs that, like, Marvel's like, we don't really think it should. He's like, it needs to be in there. I was like, okay, we'll get the rights, I guess. I mean, the first soundtrack actually was pretty much almost exclusively, as I understand it, a mixtape that Michael Rooker had in his car. Like, he changed a few things or whatever, rearranged them a little bit, but it was generally just what Rooker had in his car. Mr. Blue Skies. But I mean, when the second one came out, I sort of got to listen to that damn thing. Like every weekend, like when I take my shower, I'd put my Amazon tap or whatever into the bathroom on voice mode, and I would listen to it. So Saturday and Sunday, my wife's like, "Aren't you tired of that soundtrack yet? Like it's literally all you're listening." I'm like, "No, not really. No." It took like 2 months to get tired of it. Shadows, damn your love, damn your lies. But if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can't steal. I can't do it. We'll never break the chains. Alright, I gotta get up and give the kids kisses. And I think we can come back in here for a little bit. Listen to the wind blow my on. I just gotta leave now because like I gotta wash my hands before I go in there. Well, not before I go in there. I have to go in to wash my hands, but. Run in the shadows, damn me love, damn me lies. You know, just a little bit of yellow ochre can make such a big difference sometimes. Maybe the silence. I know this always ends up what happens. Like, and my kid's like, "Why aren't you in yet?" It's why I've actually gotten into a habit of making sure I'm not painting at any time, like during the day, like on the weekends and stuff like that. Like, because if the wife wants to go somewhere, it's like, okay, we need to leave, we have to go. And it's like, okay, I'll be up in a little bit. And then it's like 20 minutes later, are you coming in? It's like, yeah, I guess I am now. I guess. And then another 10 minutes go by. God damn it, we're going to leave without you. But it's like, that's in like a groove. Now it's like in a spot. This is where it becomes dangerous because this is the shit that keeps me up all night. So it's like, oh, this is really good and I can keep you going if I do this. And then like, I'll come back in on fucking Sunday and I'll fuck this all up. Because I'll be out of the groove. I don't know. Boom. I think it needs a mystery color. So let me. And if you haven't if you don't know what the mystery color is, I'll explain it when I get back. Ah, it makes you stick around. Ah. Putting the kids to bed. Oops, forgot to unmute. There we go. Shout, shout out, shout at the devil down below. Okay. So now, let's see. What I was saying earlier, a mystery color. It's not really a mystery color. I mean, it's the bait and switch. No, it's just like, every now and then you toss like a, you know, like I like to take like a little bit, like say carmine up here. And if I just put it in a few spots, just touching it, you know. Now it comes across almost like a solid black. It's very hard to tell the difference of. But there's always this, you know, like I think there's like a part of your brain that, you know, I hope there is, because it's the part I always try to play for. That, you know, will like pick up on it over here and then kind of throw it back over here too. You know what I mean? Like link them up. I'm going home tonight. Unleash our presence in hell. Seeing us today, he won't be seeing us in hell. Shout, shout, shout at the devil down below. Shout, 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 shout at the devil down below. Closest I've come to ending up dead. Tonight I pushed Russell Crowe, the gladiator, in the head. That's a good song. Yeah. Are you sleeping with our chins? This is where our story ends. Never lovers, ever friends. With friends like you. Goodbye. Our hearts call it a day. But before you walk away, I sincerely want to say, I wish you bluebirds in the spring, to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss. But more than this, I wish you love. So I don't have enough time to really hit into that. I know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that as I did hit my goal, though, of starting it, because I did do the trunk. We got the trunk in there pretty good. Alright? So we're going to count that. Because it's important to always feel like you're doing something. Like, there's nothing worse, and I've had it happen, where it's like, you know, you work all night, and just whatever you're doing just didn't work, and so you just wipe it all the fuck away, and it's like, ugh. It feels so bad. I mean, it happens, you know, Lots of guys have performance anxiety, you know, just, but, you know, it's like, just, if you can, you want to take every little battle, you know, like every little victory you can. Try not to let any of the goofy shit get in your way. So I think that's what used to really drive me nuts when I was younger, like especially when I was painting. It was just that, you know, it was hard to acknowledge when I had like you know, a little victory in something. And I think it helps you understand it a little better, you know, and it will make you better faster if you register more about what you have done right than focusing on what you did wrong. And that's something I still got to really work on. And like all aspects of life, because I screw that up all the time. You know. No. I make leave it. Alright. Uh-oh. Dropped my brush. That was a good brush, too. Yeah. At least I get it right in here now. I do focus more on what I think. I get done a painting, it's like... Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I don't tend to like my paintings for very long after I finish them. Because I think if you get too complacent with it, then you'll get stuck. Yeah. Literally, because she's like it's already playing right now, but like, I guess one of those reasons why like I get concerned sometimes, like when I have like say somebody that whose artwork I really respect, be they a musician or you know, or visual artist, anything like that. It's like that's why I get like kind of, if I get the chance to talk to them, it's like don't talk about my stuff. Don't look at it. I don't want you to look at it. Or if you do look at it, like just don't tell me about it. Because if I really like them, like it was kind of like that with Jim Lee. Like I didn't want really. Part of me wanted to, and part of me never did. And I'm glad it never did happen. To have Jim look at my art, like comic book artwork, because like, you know. And don't get me, like I've seen Jim do portfolio reviews, and I know he's very good about doing portfolio reviews, and he's very constructive. But at the same point, it's like I'd be like, "This fucking Jim Lee saying he doesn't like this thing. Oh, I'm terrible. I should never do this again. I should never do work again. I never. Just give up." And you know, and that would hold probably still true, even though it's not like it'd be different artwork style entirely. You know, I hadn't looking at this stuff, I'd be the same way. Yeah. Right now is Violin and Voice playing by Hilary Hahn. And I sent that painting up there because, like I said, it was driving me nuts sitting in this fucking studio. That's a long story. I mean, you'd have to go look through the backlogs if you want to hear it. But it was like, by the time it was said and done, I was like, all right, just get this thing out. And I sent a note, and I was like, don't, if in the off chance we were, you know, I'm at a show or something or whatever, and we meet, don't ever tell me how you feel about this painting. Because I don't want to get stuck either way. That's probably a little crazy. And I don't know why, like, and I shouldn't put it like, oh, if someone who's not an artist gives me an opinion, then I don't give a shit. Like, but it sort of does. It's like, you know, someone who buys my work or hires for a commission, that's one thing. It's an entirely different mentality, I guess. It's just that, you know. But even those, I got to be careful on sometimes. I still will run into it where it's like, wow, man, so-and-so bought this for... That means that, you know, like, you know, that was a really great piece. And it's like, but now I don't want to... Do I do more like that, or do I do something, you know... It runs into that. as you lay their lives as all that it feels. And if I turn round, matters the most in time. We're going nowhere. Don't tell me now the days I found to fill it up. To fill this time, come to remind days, weeks, but no way. All in time will be. Later on we'll try. All the things we fly. All these things I've seen. How it feels to be something on the Saturday white breakdown all the time. A bit of wires to me what it means to know. They in their lives, what matters to me? We're going nowhere. Don't tell me now the dreams I found to fill it up. To fill it's time to remind days, weeks, but now while in time will be. Later on we'll try all these things. All these things we've tried. All these things I've seen. How it feels to be something on. I gotta add into this music queue or whatever at some point. I had some Ninja Sex Party. I kept putting them off, like it's like, you know, I guess I was like, yeah, okay, it's Game Grumps, and it's like, okay, yeah, Danny's in a band, okay, you know, okay. But damn it all, they haven't impressed me with Danny Did You Know and Heart Boner. And I've seen some clips from their concerts and stuff too now. It's like, oh, alright, I think I want to at least listen to it. Are you ready to commit to a purchase? Not yet. But if it's on Amazon Music or something, I might throw it in the mix. I'm very weird about buying comedy to own, if that makes any sense. Like, I have no issue buying tickets to see a comedian in person. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my wife and I have seen Stephen Lynch in concert. We saw Dave Attell, Lewis Black. Let's see, who else was, you know, like Mitch Hedberg, Dom Irera. I've seen all those guys. Like, I have no problem paying to see a stand-up comedian or singing comedian or whatever, any of that stuff, like, in person. I don't have a problem going to see a comedy in the theaters, as long as it's funny. And anymore, I will say, it does start to become theater prices. Like, I'd really like it to be something I'm gonna like feel better about myself. Really, like, feel like I've done something. So sometimes, like brain dead comedies, I wouldn't go in theaters anymore. But like Sandler, not saying anything, but saying something. But like, I feel weird buying like a comedy CD. I don't know why. Even if it's good music, it's like, if it's meant to be funny, it's like, for some reason I just go like, it's very rare that I would actively go to put it on, I guess is the thing. So it's like, I'd much rather pay you to see you live and have that moment rather than I'm going to own this thing. Or have it come on as a surprise, like, you know, like I said, in a mix or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. I'd send money like 1,000 different ways, but for some reason, like, owning it, nah, it's like, I don't know. Alright, so I think that's it for tonight. Got a little start on that back tree there. Let me turn the music off because now it's distracting me. I have the Chicago, you know, 25 or 6 to 4, like, in my head now. Nah, we gotta get started on those back. Like, well, I mean, 2 of them are done, I think. I don't think I'm really gonna do anything more to those. And that last one. And then, so we started over here. I think according to my notebook, that's. Let's see. Let's run over. All right, I said pale yellow ochre for the trailer. Check. Did some little carving in there, make it a little like cleaner, you know, a little more individualized parts or whatever. Yeah, give it a little shading, even though it's like still supposed to be flat. But if you just leave it flat, you know what I mean, it's gonna look ugly. Give it some tonal differences. So I got that. Carved out the trucks a little more. Put a little shading into the little spots towards the bottom, little areas, you know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like right here and then along this edge line because there's gonna be grass there. Why the hell am I gonna? Why would I film that out? That doesn't make any sense. Planter box in front of the trucks. There, cool. Trees behind the house. Got those two. We got that one started certainly, and then started on the main tree. So we did that. So that's our goal. That was our goals for the night, and we made them. So fucking A. Rock on. I guess I could do this. I keep forgetting I don't have a camera here. Yeah, so that'll be it for tonight. Sunday night. Said I got Phillies tickets. Hopefully the day is nice. It's 1:35 game, so we should be back and home hopefully around 7:30 to 8. I'm hoping I'll be on here by 7:30. I really prefer to be on here by 7:30, but I never know with my family. So, yeah. Then, we'll see what we can get done here. If we can get Sunday night, ideally for me, Sunday night, tree, and possibly even, like, I'm trying to debate if I would rather in here or on the grass. I guess probably in here. We need to do this a little bit just to get it kind of, so we can get into the porch area, and we should build off the grass from there. So that's what I think will make our goals. We really should save the grass for later, right? Yeah, we should save the grass because we got to put the house in too. Otherwise, the house will end up with like little parts where you're trying to like add in like the house, like the the house color in between it, and it doesn't work right. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go for the tree, finish up that tree, see if we can start it on the house. That seems like a plan. And then, yeah. Shit, man. So the grass is going to take forever. I do know this. I already know this because this grass is going to have a hell of a lot of resemblance to the portrait I did of my friend Phil, which is just a lot of little brush strokes, and it takes fucking forever. And then it's not going to get any better once we hit the cement. So, all right. So have a good night, guys. I gotta go clean up. I'm dirty and nasty, dirty boy. All right. Have a good night. Oh wait. I shouldn't cancel. I'm live. I should stop it first.